I'm standing at the doorway of our kitchen in Karachi, Pakistan, watching my mother prepare dinner the way she always does at 7. The scent of onions and spices hitting oil fills up the room. I am 16 years old on the edge of graduating high school. Every day, my mother calls me in to help her. I cut, chop, grind, fetch things for her. I'm like her, being the eldest, I'm like her lieutenant in the kitchen. But today I decide to step in on my own because I need her to be in a good mood for what I'm about to ask her. In a very careful tone, I ask if she needs help. She hands me a knife and, without even looking, points to the potatoes. She's the kind of mother who does not shower us with hugs and kisses, but ultimatums. Her mantra is, do not make me ask you twice. Almost every evening, this is our ritual. I cut, she stir. I talk, she listens. I unload the drama of being 16, and she teaches me how to temper spices, how to carry responsibilities. In this kitchen, my life is predictable, steady, and safe. But not today. Today, my heart is pounding so loud that I'm sure she can hear it with over the sizzle of the spices. I'm about to ask my mother to go to my friends' houses after school. My friends and I, we made a pact that before we graduate and go our separate ways, we should go to each other's houses so that we can keep in touch with each other. I know it doesn't sound like a big deal, but Karachi, Pakistan in the 90s is not built for girls to wander freely. A girl alone is a risk. For a girl, respectability comes with a chaperone. So I have prepared a carefully crafted pitch, and I have rehearsed it for many days. A conversation filled with points and counterpoints. I know my mother is strict. I know that in my house, she has the final word. But I also know that she trusts me, and there is absolutely no way she's going to say no to me. At least that's what I tell myself. So I gather all the courage I have. Mom, I want to tell you something. She stops stirring, lifts her face up, and gives me this look, a look that I know all too well. What have you done this time? She says. I haven't done anything, I says quickly. I just need to ask you for permission. Permission for what? She says, and her tone is harsher than usual. Um, and so this is it. For me, this is the time to use the speech that I have rehearsed for days. But as I start talking, my throat goes dry, and the words that are coming out are not the words that I practiced. So, but I make my plea. How many different houses are we talking about? She asks. 10? I pause. Maybe 15? She raises her eyebrows. I have been going to school by myself my whole life. What is the difference now? It's not I will be going alone. We all will go as a group. Absolutely not, she says. Her tone is firm, final. School is different. I know where you are. I know when you're coming back. I don't want to spend my afternoons worrying about you. Also, you know how the world is outside. I understand her fear. But I also feel like the walls are closing in on me. She is the one who taught me to be brave, to lead. Now she's asking me to stay small. Keeping in touch with my friends via phone is not an option. Cell phones weren't a thing, and most of the houses didn't even have landlines. So if you want to see someone, you need to walk over to their house. And if you miss them, then, well, you try again tomorrow. With the school ending, I can already see me and my friend disappearing, vanishing from each other's life. And the losses already started creeping in. So I started arguing with my mother, explaining, negotiating. The more I talk, the quiet she become, the stricter she get. Fine, I snap. I will ask Dad. He's nicer than you. The knife hit the cutting board a bit harder than it needs to. So I walk out. I make myself scarce until dinner. Dinner in our house are sacred. Everyone sits together. We recount our days. Nobody leaves early. I sit down with a plan. If I can't convince my mother, surely my father, who's infinitely cooler in my 16-year-old mind, would understand. So I repeat my well rehearsed speech, this time addressing my dad. He listens intently, nods occasionally, and then lifts up his face and looks at my mom. My mom doesn't say anything. She just shakes her head. And that's it. That's the end of it. We have a female prime minister running this country, and I, a 16-year-old, cannot walk over to my friend's house? I almost scream. This unfairness burns inside me. So when the food is passed down to me, I just don't take it. I don't announce it. I don't declare my protest. I just don't eat. And it wasn't like a strategy. It just happened because I was angry. I had a lump in my throat too big to swallow. But when I didn't see any reaction, something shifted me. Fine. If they're not going to listen to my voice, maybe they will listen to my silence. I helped clean the table. I helped my mother in the kitchen the next day. I did my usual chores. I sit at the table, but I did not touch my plate. I did not eat. I did not eat the breakfast the next day or the dinner. I sit at the table, I pass dishes, I pour water. I did not eat it. Become my quiet protest. My siblings, they sympathizes with my cause, and they sneak into the kitchen and smuggle food to me, thinking it's some kind of a covert operation. I refuse most of the food. Okay, I just took some to sustain myself. By the third day, the silence at the dinner is so thick. Nobody mentions my hunger strike, but everyone feels it. Finally, my dad clears his throat and says, "If she wants to go, let her go." He says calmly, "She's old enough, she can manage." My mom turns to him and gives him a look that can cut steel. She exhales and says, "Fine, just be careful." In that moment, my heart grew a bit because of the pride I felt and the joy and the happiness. I try not to smile. I try to look responsible, mature, deserving. And I felt like this is how the victory is. I sit a bit taller in my chair and I reached for the food. Thank you.